The Newsday continues here on One News Now Business. I am Diego Castro. Here are the biggest stories on the economic and corporate fronts. Bangko Sentral Chief Eli Remolona says he is open to an off-cycle interest rate increase ahead of the Monetary Board's November meeting. This comes after the central bank extended its rate pause at a near 16-year high of 6.25% in its last meeting. Remolona doubled down on his hawkish stance due to upside risks to inflation. The BSB chief also ruled out easing in the first half of 2024. Remolona says it would be too soon to cut the policy rate. He says in order for this to happen, the economy should indicate a significant slowdown or inflation should go down below the target range. Analysts earlier said the upside risk to inflation outlook such as oil and electricity prices could prompt an off-cycle increase. Analysts also say an unscheduled rate hike was possible amid recent pressures on the peso. President Bongbong Marcos rejects the proposed tariff cuts on imported rice. On Tuesday, the president remarked that this isn't the right time to slash the tariff since global rice prices are projected to go down. He added that tariffs are generally lowered only when prices are going up. Marcos's economic managers previously suggested a 0 to 10% tariff for imported rice from the current 35%. This as the government scrambles to remedy hiking rice prices in the market. A price cap on the staple is still in effect nationwide. On Tuesday, some farmers groups staged protests outside the finance department to denounce the proposed tariff cuts. They were joined by some lawmakers, including presidential sister and Senator Amy Marcos. During the rally, she expressed confidence that PBBM will never approve the proposed tariff reduction. Amid controversies surrounding confidential funds, particularly those of the Office of the Vice President, heads of political parties at the lower house say they've decided to reallocate confidential and intelligence funds under the 2024 budget to security agencies to address the escalating tensions in the West Philippine Sea. In a joint statement, the House leaders said they view China's barrier placement in Bajo de Masinloc as a serious concern. Because of this, they have decided to reallocate CIF to agencies directly involved with intelligence and surveillance. These include the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency, the National Security Council, the Philippine Coast Guard, and the Fisheries Bureau. The leadership added that these agencies are better positioned to counteract security threats, protect the country's territorial waters, and secure the rights and access of Filipino fishermen to traditional fishing grounds. This statement was signed by Nationalist People's Coalition President and Rizal Representative Jack Duavit, National Unity Party President and Camarines Sur Representative El Rey Villafuerte, and Lakas CMD Secretary General and Agusan del Sur Representative Joboy Aquino, among others. Minority lawmakers have earlier questioned the rise in civilian agencies requesting for confidential funds. Among those intensely scrutinized was the OVPs, whose confidential funds in 2022 of 125 million pesos is even bigger than the intelligence funds of the Coast Guard in 17 years of 118 million pesos. For 2024, the OVP is requesting some 500 million pesos in confidential and intelligence funds. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The parent firm of FoodPanda confirms they are in the initial process of potentially selling the delivery app. Germany-based Delivery Hero announced that they are currently negotiating the sale of FoodPanda in some Southeast Asian countries, including the Philippines. For now, though, the company said talks are still in their preliminary stages and that nothing is certain. This confirmation follows reports that Delivery Hero is looking at rival Grab as potential buyer to the tune of over €1 billion. Delivery Hero also downsized its operations in the Asia Pacific as part of their plan to, quote, streamline operations to become leaner and more agile. One company is driving innovations in the local fintech space, from offering digital platforms for cooperatives, launching an inclusive banking suite, and even developing an e-wallet platform. This company is Traxion Tech, and we're joined today by its CEO and founder, Ann Cuisia, to tell us more about their latest innovations. Ma'am, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Diego, for having me.
Yes, and let's get right to it. With over 20 years of experience in information technology and commerce, you have witnessed the evolution of technology within the industry. Now, can you please share with us how technology has transformed over the years and elaborate on how it's supposed to change further in the coming days or weeks or months or years, especially with the advent of blockchain technology in the current land space?
Yeah. So technology evolution has been always swift, and this is because of several key factors like advancement in power computing, the global connectivity, digitalization, the open framework, the open source, and collaboration. And this has led us to a lot of innovation in the fields of AI, blockchain, as you mentioned, fintech, and even cybersecurity. So we've been seeing all of this happening, and we're in the transformation era where the digital inclusion is at the forefront.
Okay, and Traxion Tech Inc. provides a range of services, including a digital platform for co-ops, banking suite, and an e-wallet. Now, what unique advantages do you have over its competitors?
I think what distinguishes us is our commitment, our dedication to reaching out to the underserved communities. As you mentioned, those cooperatives who are in the far-flung areas, in the more remote areas. And we provide this opportunity for them to be part of the digital inclusion, enabling them not just to foster financial literacy, but also allow them to be empowered in using these digital tools that we provide them.
In other words, for people in the far-flung areas, it's much easier for them to use your technology.
Yes, and I mean, yes, that the deep commitment to provide and reach these communities of underserved is what distinguishes us.
And a significant portion of Filipinos have already embraced e-wallets. There are several companies out there and digital transactions. Now, how do you anticipate the digital financial landscape in the Philippines evolving in the coming years? And what role does Traxion Tech envision playing in this shaping landscape and promoting inclusivities, as you also mentioned a while ago, especially in remote areas?
Yeah. So we see Philippines as a very ripe market. We've been very slow in the last 2 decades in terms of adopting these technology platforms. And I think we are in the catch-up mode. And this is very good. And we see this as a right opportunity for us to really promote digital inclusion, financial inclusion, all of these technologies that will be made available because also our infrastructure is seeing this improvement as well.
Okay, and we were talking about far-flung areas. Now, that's one of your notable achievements in financial inclusivity. Can you provide specific examples or case studies that will represent what you guys have been doing?
Yeah. So, very much excited about all of this positive output of our commitment to the underserved communities, particularly in areas where the next bank is around 1 to 2 hours away or in the next municipality. So there's this particular person, Corazon, a public school teacher, who received payroll from a bank, but she lives in a different area. And then for her to be able to liquidate or cash out, she'd need to travel all the way to the next municipality where the next rural bank or bank
Which is the 2 hours away, you mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So with the innovation and the product that we provided these cooperatives, we allow this 90% of Filipinos who are still cash heavy to have access to cash using our QRPH-based teller machine. So this is something that is very new in the market but allows these people, these communities to have easier access, faster access to their money or their digital assets as well.
And let's move on to the next question, which is Traxion Tech has undergone a remarkable transformation journey. Could you share some key milestones or some strategies that have contributed to the company's success in this transformation?
Yeah. It's, of course, every company, every startup has gone through a lot of roller coaster ride in terms of allowing our products to be put out there in the market. And these milestones wouldn't be possible without forging important partnerships with different verticals, such as banks, solutions provider, even our cybersecurity partners abroad has played a real good, very important role in this milestone. But very important to note the partnership that we have with PLDT Enterprise, because this is infra-led partnership, allowing us to provide better or give these communities an access to the products that we have through the infrastructure, the robust infrastructure that PLDT has.
And you mentioned cybersecurity, and I think it's in the mind of most Filipinos now. Now, how does Traxion Tech fit into this, ensuring the paying public or the people who will use your services that their money is safe?
Yeah. So we always say we do not just build products or technology products for them. We ensure that what we build is protected, cybersecurity protected in terms of the bad actors out there.
Yes.
You cannot promote trust from the public, or you cannot get the trust of the public and allow them to use your digital products without ensuring that all the products that you provide them are protected. So cybersecurity plays a very, very important role in this.
And could you share with us a glimpse of what Traxion Tech will look like in the coming years, or what's happening with your company?
Yeah, so exciting times ahead. Our DNA is really in innovation and inclusion. And this, we will continue to promote inclusivity. We will continue to promote innovation, and would like to be the leading force in terms of pushing all of this agenda forward to the underserved communities, not just in the Philippines, but beyond the Philippines.
And do you have a message for our viewers who might want to be interested in your services?
Yeah, so allow us to welcome and join everyone to be part of this mission of enabling enablers. So the market is very ripe, Philippines is vibrant, and we are very much ready to be disrupted. So let us join hands in, pushing all of this technology forward and allow our communities to have better service level in terms of our capacity and the platforms that we provide.
Thank you very much for joining us. That's all the time we have for now, but hopefully you come back and visit us.
Yeah, thank you much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Ann Cuisia, CEO and founder of Traxion Tech. And those are the top business stories of the hour. I'm Jago Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News. All sides, all the time.